That's not going anywhere now, but I am, because all my power tools are outside and it is starting to throw down. So we're going to quickly tidy up. Oh, what a pain.
Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ian, and you'll see Julie a little bit later on in the video, but today we're getting to grips with the concrete slab. Now the wall is up, we have to lay out exactly where this concrete's going to be laid and start forming up for this pour. We've got a couple of weeks yet before the cement is due, but we've got to get the forming boards in, the gravel, the rebar, and all the drainage and electrical. So quite a lot to do. But today is all about Pythagoras and laser leveling. So hope you enjoy it. Please hit that subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Stick that little thumbs up because it really helps us, and click the notifications so you can follow this whole project all the way through. I'm just getting a rough level from hopefully the top of the concrete slab to the top of the wall. Where the actual garage is going to sit will be 150 centimeters, 1.5 meters from the top of the concrete slab to the top of the wall. So I'm getting this level here, and I'm going to put just a screw in here so I can get the tape measure on to get an exact measurement. So today is all about maths. So here is my wall. This here is 2.5 meters, which is going to be my little outside space, and then from there to there is where my garage will sit on the wall. At this point here, I'm just going to screw or put a screw into the wall so that will hold the tape measure, so I can pull it really tight to get this exact number here, and the same here from there to there. I transferred that over to SketchUp. So what I've done, every post, and there's not many of them because two of the posts are sitting on top of the wall, I'm putting in a deeper section. So the slab I'm going to have as 20 centimeters, this outside section 15 centimeters, and then here is where my car lift is going to go. So I'm having near enough a meter square around the car lift pads. I'm going to have a deeper section here. This is all going to be 30 centimeters. That's the plan. I've got all my measurements to lay it all out, and that's what we're going to be doing now.
Ian's the other side of the wall. He's busy doing all the technical bit, calculations and the maths for working out the slab. I've got the really important job this morning. My job, I'm going to start the waterproofing of this wall. So before I can start painting the product on, I just need to clear the base. So I've brought my blower with me, and hopefully this does the job of getting rid of the loose soil. Sucked me. The last little bit from where we blocked off some gaps. Let's try and get this out. Ooh, might need the snips. Yeah.
Right. Also allows me to do this on my own while Julie is painting around the back. There. Perfect. Now this side, I'm going to be putting in a bracket here which will hold the formboard. So back over by the wall and my initial line when Julie held the other end, and it just shows because there is a spike on the other end, so it hurts when I pull this tight. You can see that it's 2 millimeters out from this line, so it is worth putting in that quite securely. So I've just done that corner just there, and now I'm over into this far corner here. I've got the levels set. Alright, set this level. Okay. Very sensitive. This is my corner point, right out in the middle of nowhere. So you're probably saying, oh, look at that big thick marker pen, but this is just to get the idea. And when I start putting in the actual form boards, they will be perfectly level. It'll be a lot easier to work with as well. So, where is it? Up. Oh, God's sake, it's very high. There. There. Up. Up. There. Okay. Quite some height. Right, final string. Basically, so this location here, I'll be able to put a stake in for my form boards. So those are the two lines now. It's going to be one hefty slab. So this measurement here, back to the wall, is 9 meters 90. That measurement back over there is 7,425. And that gives me a diagonal of 12 meters 375. That's not too bad. Another milestone, getting rid of these. And I need them because I need them for my stakes. There. Yeah.
All good. I've got you some lunch. Ah, there you go. Spoiled.
Well, I was hoping for a non-manual day, but we need to get the power and the water at least under the slab into the building. So we've had to dig it all out. It's all rocky and horrible, but I didn't want to go and get the mini digger just for this little tiny hole, so we did it with a pickaxe and shovel. This is the electrical conduit. and that will run from this building, the garage, all the way to the house when it's done. And that will house our interconnect cables, connecting all the solar panels and everything together for the house and the garage. And we've just put in a small water pipe, and that will run into the garage, and then I can run it to the back or whichever corner inside, insulated for outside taps and things. So next day, back on site. As we showed yesterday, the cables coming through the concrete slab, everything seems to take a lot longer than you think it's going to take. So I didn't have time to put on the forms yesterday, so that's today's project, is to get at least 4 of the forms in, leaving a gap for getting all the gravel and everything in. So first of all, I'm going to backfill the cables so it's all nice and smooth and they're out the way, and I can remove the little rebars that I strapped it to, and then we will get on with the forms. Julie will come up in a bit and hopefully carry on with all the painting. So I've got this board near enough level. In fact, it's near enough perfect. But what I've done here is I've drilled out the 2 holes into a slot, sort of a 1/2 inch slot, a centimetre, and that allowed me to get it perfect when I'm actually doing the levels with the laser. So if I have to tap that up or down a millimetre or so, then I have that ability. If I just drilled the hole through and put the bolt through, that's solid. This end's not going to move. I'm going to have to move every other level. So that's the plan anyway. So I'm just going to mark these holes, start the level off, and mark these holes in the centre of the slot, and then get the bigger drill to drill a big hole out. So I'm hoping that is exact. As I said, when I put the laser level on later, I'll be able to check that. I can now put a screw here for a proper level line. Before it was just into the wall. This one I have my mark on. Again, it's an arbitrary level until I can get all these boards up and pegged. So just to get it off the block, I've got some of these short rebar. These are going to be temporary because I'm going to be putting in larger stakes. But to get to my other, I need all these blocks for my other board, you see. I've just got these little clamps I found in my drawer. So I'm just going to knock this down, clamp these on there temporary, and that should be okay to go on to the next board. Let's see if it's going to work. It actually needs to go down a little bit, so I can take these blocks out now. And then tap it down. Ooh, a bit loose. I would say that is fine. Just to be safe, because these are quite loose, I've got this strapping here. Yeah. No, it did nudge down, didn't it? Let's have a look. That's perfect. So if I hold him there and get this one in, that should tighten him up. Yep, cool. I've just got another rebar in and put one of my temporary straps on, and just got it level. I'm now just going to put a little wooden plate on the back to hold them together. This is all just temporary, as I said, because there's going to be big stakes into this. But it's pretty tough on your own setting this out. There we go. I've now got to cut one. I'm going to oversize it, 220. Well, I just heard the drone of the little Renault Zoe. Oh, and she's turned up, hopefully, with some snacks and coffee.
Yes, I'm here. I'm late, but there's a good reason. My little old Tyson, my horse, he's not been very well. I mentioned it earlier. And I've turned him out today for the first time, and oh, I've got my old man back. He's shot off like a bucking bronco. He's rolled for the first time in almost 7 weeks because he's been on stable rest. And he dragged me to the field this morning, where up until now he's not been able to walk, and I've been really upset, thinking it was the end of his days because he's 35. And the vet's been out several times now, and the farrier. All so far, fingers crossed, all's good. So I had a little cry in the field because I've got my Tyson back. So that's why I've not been here. But I'm here now.
Hopefully to help. Right, I've done all the other side. I'm just on to this one now, which I put the temporary board, which I cut off that end yesterday. So I'm just removing the string, and I'll remove that board now and get the proper board up there. Just squared up the ends. Some blocks. Got to just figure out how many blocks we've got to sit it on. So hold on, I'm going to get it up. Just you hold it nice and steady, because I've got to get this. I'm going to have to set the laser off, I think. I've got to take the block out. Put that crossways, so
Yeah.
Put the block under. No, put the block back under. I think I was going the wrong way.
Oh. And that thin piece of wood.
Yeah, that's perfect. So it's only on rebar, so it's probably sagged a little bit. Yeah. And this corner one. Yeah. So let me get this far one done. These two corners are the most important. Well, that is on the line that I set it to, so. Right, I'll secure this one, we'll level this, and then carry on with that one. It's going to come up a little bit. Can you check the level?
Yep. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, down a little bit. Oh no, up. Sorry, didn't have my glasses on. Yeah, perfect.
there.
Yep.
This is the final piece. It is looking huge.
And high. We actually can see now literally how much gravel we need to make up this height in this corner, and it's quite scary on the purse strings.
Grab that tape measure just in the corner and bring it back in. That's our diagonal.
Okay.
So all my tape measures are going to be coming together now for the first time with proper measurements from over there, and I'll have to measure that one as well. So this one, the diagonal is 12,375. So that is exactly on the mark there. So I'll release that one, and now this is my diagonal. So that is 375. I'll move that out of the way.
Oh, okay.
And that, yeah, is basically there.
Wow.
375. Hey, come on, mate. Oh, come on.
Oh, we like toads.
Whoop, come here. Come over here.
Find him a nice dark damp place. Oh, there he goes.
Come on.
Just tidying the site up a little bit more for access.
Get the other end.
Oh yes. Whoa. There's a his and hers. I found mine.
Good morning. We are back at site. We're just preparing for the concrete slab. So we're putting in all the forming boards, as you can see here. I'll show you the process that we've been doing for that. Today, and it has just started, is one of the first rainy days. So I'm going to get as much as I can done. Monday morning we've got the gravel arriving. Well, we'll be bringing it. So we're just trying to get ready for that. We've buried the electric and the water. And I've actually buried that underneath, so the water's underneath that board there, and I've brought the electric back to here, and this is just to give us sort of a pathway for the tractor. The boards I'm putting in and levelling with rebar. I'm putting these little straps on, and then I'm adding some stakes like that, and then that will be like that. So I'm going through every single possibility that all of this could be pushed back. So this is a lower section just here. This section here, I've screwed it in there and bolted it into the wall, but this section can come out. So I unbolt that to get my tractor in. I'm going to add lots of rocks around the base, and we have quite a lot of rocks there. And then I've been using all the soil we've got and making basically a buttress all the way along, just to try and keep everything in as much as possible.